We've got Bill Daly from Cincinnati, Ohio. Welcome. Dave Brown, welcome. Laura Moore, welcome to the broadcast. Okay, we're a little bit behind schedule because we had some technical glitches. And for those of you that are just joining, may not have gotten my apology earlier. We had some technical difficulties, so I did not get dressed up, and I'm doing this remotely on location. So I actually forgot to bring proper attire for the broadcast. But thankfully, I'm not the guest of honor here this evening, so I can get away with a hat and some dress down here. David from Illinois, welcome. Dale Pogue from Missouri. Sorry, I thought that was Illinois. We got Derek from Newington, Connecticut. Welcome. A couple quick housekeeping items before we get started. First of all, down below the video, you should see a thumbs up and a thumbs down. We do like thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that you like what you're seeing, and hopefully we can reach some more people. There's also a subscribe button, so you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and hear more about future broadcasts that we do and be the first to know about them when we go live. And also there's a share button. Certainly would love it if you would hit the share button and maybe share it on Facebook, let some other folks know about our broadcast here. But since we're running behind, I want to get going here because, of course, I am not the guest of honor this evening. But my name is Sean Cornett, again, national consultant, St. Louis, Missouri. It's my great honor to be the host of these weekly live broadcast presentations for Ambit Energy. And wherever you're coming to us from here this evening, and whatever's brought you here, it is great to have you. By now, you should have seen a complete Ambit Energy presentation leading up to this. And we're here to kind of close that out, to give you a perspective from one of the top income earners of this business. And a good friend of mine. This individual, Mr. Danny Kirby, is really just the kind of person that you would totally expect to succeed in this business. I mean, he comes to you straight from just the central heart and soul of Ambit Energy, which is the northern farms of Missouri. Obviously having some fun there, but Danny is a national consultant, yellow jacket. He was actually the 10th national person in Ambit Energy to promote to national consultant, the 10th person to get a yellow jacket, and he's also been a top 10 income earner. He's achieved incredible success over the course of his years at Ambit Energy. He's one of the nicest and happiest individuals I've ever met in my life, and he's got an incredible story and perspective to share on the business. So if you would, please help me welcome Mr. Danny Kirby, national consultant to the broadcast. Danny, I have unmuted you. Can you see and hear me?
Yes, I can, Sean. How are you this evening?
Fantastic. The floor is yours, my friend. Take it away.
All right. Thank you very much, and welcome everybody to the call. This is an amazing opportunity for me, and I want to thank Sean for allowing me to be able to share a little information with you. I understand that some of you have just taken a look at the Ambit business opportunity this evening. Maybe you were looking at it for the first time or the second time. It doesn't make any difference. The main thing is that you're looking. And what I'm going to do, I believe that this could be, I believe it truly is, the most important financial decision that you'll ever make. And what I want to do is to try to help you to make a better decision for you and your family. And before I get into that, I got to tell you a little bit more about myself. As Sean said, I actually live in the northern part of the state of Missouri. You know, my background is a farmer, a truck driver. I've worked for the railroad. I'm a blue-collar guy. And I've had a great life, and I've enjoyed everything I've done. But the reality was, was getting older, and I realized I couldn't take off a day's work. I knew how to work, but what I evidently didn't know how to do was be able to put enough money back to where I could enjoy life when you can't work no more, right? And by the way, working's not really all it's cracked up to be. There's a lot better things to do than work. I was looking for a way at that time not to go out and find a job and not to work. I was looking for a way to get paid to do nothing. And so many people today, what's happening to them as they're going through life, they realize at the end of their journey that they didn't do what they needed to do as they were going through it. So Ambit came around for me at exactly the right time. I was not wanting to do something like this. It was only in Texas. I had no idea what I was going to do, but I believe this. They were saying that we're deregulating electricity and that people's energy bills, we can help them save money and get paid every month when they're paying their bills. My first thought was, there's got to be a catch to this. But if there isn't a catch, this is truly a once-in-a-life opportunity. So I went to Texas, I did my due diligence, and I encourage everyone to do what you need to do. And the harder I looked, the better the opportunity looked. And needless to say, when I sat down with Jerry and Chris, I realized then that these people were going to make it happen with or without me. And I decided it wasn't going to be without me, even if it never left Texas. Now, I didn't move to Texas, but I threw my suitcases in, and I went down and I engaged. I made a lot of mistakes, but to make a long story short, ladies and gentlemen, in about 3 years' time, I was making as much per month as what I used to working all year. And so I always tell people that I worked hard for 40 years to make sure that I stayed broke. Normal is every dollar we get, we have to spend. And I went out and did something a little different and got out of my comfort zone, made mistakes, and made a lot of friends. And basically, in less than 4 years' time, I created a lifestyle. So keep that in mind, because I know that if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I've been in this company for 10 years. And the first 3.5 to 4 years, I worked it as hard as I could. Maybe not as smart as I could, because we never had the system then, but I worked it as hard as I could. And the last 6 years, I've done very little as far as the business. But you want to know something? The checks still continue to come, and they still continue to grow. Because with this company, you get paid for what you start, not what you do. And when I told you to start with, I was looking for a way to get paid, to not have to work, to trade time for money. This is the only opportunity that will actually create that type of lifestyle and income for you ongoing. I truly believe you're looking at a generational wealth company here. Now, the success that I've had, it's not me alone. There's lots of people that's had success. This is not by accident. It is by design. One of the things that people wonder, how come has Ambit been so powerful? Well, there's a few reasons. They set it up as a winning company dealing in the new millennium, using the latest technology. No one else in the industry was using the same technology that Jerry and Chris did when they started. They invested the capital to make sure that the company would be successful. They weren't playing a game either. But then they allowed people like myself and you, if you see what I see, to go out and earn income and get paid off of their hard work and off of all of the investment that they make. We don't have to worry about any of that. Here's some of the reasons why it's been so successful. It's not a service, or it's not a product, it's a service. There is absolutely no training that we have to do. Everybody knows what electricity and natural gas is. They may not even know how it works, but they're not going to be without it. So it's really simple to go out and talk about the basic concept of our company. And then it was designed to be for the power of part-time. Now, I told you that I went to Texas. You don't have to do that today. You got to remember, when I started, there wasn't much of a story at that time. The company was relatively new. We were putting things together. I wasn't aware of what we were putting together, but it was all happening and evolving at that particular time. So since then, the company is based off of anybody from any place on a part-time can become successful. The compensation plan that we have, it was also a compensation plan that's very fair. It's a lucrative compensation plan, obviously. But the reason I say it's very fair, you take a look at myself. I live in northern Missouri. I am not an Ambit customer. I don't give Ambit $1 to use any of their service product. I wish I could, but we're not in Missouri. But they pay me the same as anyone. They asked me to do the qualifying things in our compensation plan, and then you would earn income. So I had to find the customers. They just are not my next door neighbor. I had to do everything that everyone has to do, but they're very simple to do. When we start now, there's another reason that makes this company so powerful today. It's because the timing is actually perfect. I don't think anybody on this call realizes what 2017 is going to be. A lot of people are thinking, wow, I wish I'd have started when he did. Well, where were you? When I started, there was no story. Here we are, we're #1 company, and this company is getting ready to expand to numerous places that I don't even know where. But I'm telling you that the timing is perfect. I don't believe That doesn't mean tomorrow won't be another good time with this company, but every minute that you waste, you're taking away from your personal financial freedom. This is for you, and it's designed that you will become successful. And the reason I know that you will become successful, I've mentioned that there are literally tens of thousands of people who are financially free now because of this company. And the reason is because of a proven system, a system that's been developed and maintained and put together over time from people who have went out and made a lot of the mistakes, trial and error, and then took the best of the best and applied it into something that anyone from any place can do. The only question you have to ask yourself is, are you willing to do it? And most people, they have, just like I did, they had a fear of what am I going to do and how am I going to do it? You're not going to be alone, because the people who invited you to the call tonight, they're vested in your success. As a matter of fact, their success depends on helping other people to become successful. And so follow their lead. Don't be afraid to ask for advice, because they're getting paid to help you. That's what makes this company so much fun to work with. Now, this is a great time of year, ladies and gentlemen. We're into the Christmas season, and I think it's one of the best times for everyone for several reasons. We're all so fortunate to be where we're at. And along with all the great things that happen with Christmas, there's a lot of giving, there's a lot of sharing, there's a lot of people communicating and getting together. Well, those of you that are taking a look at this opportunity tonight, maybe the first time or second time, someone invited you over to their house or to a meeting. They are providing you with, I believe, the best gift that anyone could ever give anybody. And that gift is total freedom. If you can ever understand what it would be like to not have to chase the dollar just to make it to the next month, and we call that normal. This company is designed to give you the gift of freedom that keeps giving. And so I'm going to close out here now, and I just want all of you to do a couple things for me. I want you to do your due diligence. We're going to ask you right now if you would join Ambit. We want you to take control of your future. And if you can, be your own customer. Let's put a check in your mailbox a week from this Friday. Let's show everybody the power of Ambit. And let's take control of your financial future. The longer you wait, the only people that will be hurt from waiting is going to be you. Because the people that invited you here, they get it. They see it, and they say, we're ready to get started. So we're only waiting on you. With that, Merry Christmas, and have a Happy New Year, and make 2017 the best year of your life. And as I always tell everybody, go out and have fun, and I know you will get lucky. Thank you.